sake of the online audience, we'll keep that, address it, then allow you to wrap up for them, and then
we can sit up and talk.
Yes.
Good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So yeah, but while he's getting that, say again, baby. Yeah, I'm on live. Hey, everybody. While he's getting that, what I would like for us, while he's getting Deuteronomy 18, please somebody get Exodus, because I want everybody to hear this. Exodus chapter 4, verse 21 through 23. I want someone to read that out loud.
All right, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18.
Before that, I want to get this because I want to make sure that this is inside of what they're about to read. Okay, I'm ready. Exodus chapter 4, verse 21 through 23. Everything the Father says is law.
And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Israel is my son, even my firstborn. It wasn't talking about one person. He was talking about the nation. Matter of fact, go ahead, because I'm going to come back to something else in a few minutes.
And I say unto thee, let my son go.
My son.
Israel, the nation.
Israel is his son.
That he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy
firstborn. Okay. Now the Father have established that Israel is his son as a nation, not one person, Israel. Now, my brother, come on with Deuteronomy 18.
Deuteronomy chapter 18.
Matter of fact, start with 15 and read it on through.
I had it down there 15.
Come on with it, my brother. Come on with it.
Verse 15. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me.
Okay, now, you heard what he said. The Father will raise up a prophet from among thee. And he going to do what?
The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken.
Unto him ye shall hearken. He shall bring up a brother like me, and unto him he shall hearken.
According to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy God, in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And the Lord said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth. And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, but that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die.
Bam.
Stop right there.
I want you to keep it going.
And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, and the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. That
means whoever spoke and he spoke in the name of the Father and it don't come to pass, don't be afraid of him. I ain't talking to him. But the Father said he's going to raise a prophet from among who? Israel, which is, I'm going to raise a prophet from among thy brethren, which is the children of Israel. I'm going to raise one up. When I raise one up, I'm putting my words in his mouth. Now, a lot of the quote-unquote Christians only go to Yeshua. Joshua, Jesus, Emmanuel. They only go to that one person. But the Father brought up many prophets. Moses was one of the first. But we also know Abraham was a prophet too. But we'll just start with Moses right now. Moses, Joshua, prophets in the book of Judges. Also, you got Isaiah, Ezekiel, Hosea, all the prophets in the Old Testament. All those he rose from among their brethren. You know why? The reason why is because Israel, only you have I known. I have known no other nation. He specifically talked about Israel as a nation. Many are called, few are chosen. The few is the prophets out of Israel that he was speaking of. So those prophets that he was speaking of is the ones that he put his words in their mouth to go warn the people. So it's a lot of things that the Father's will is not in the commandments. The Father told you to go do something, you go tell the people. No different than he tell the people about this Christmas tree, that he don't say Christmas tree. But he let it be known, people go out and get a tree, bring it in, nail it down, and put silver and gold on it. But we know what he's talking about. So the whole thing is, when the Father sends somebody, a lot of people are quick to believe in something that they don't know, which is a straw man to Yahshua, which is a belief story that was given, instead of looking at what's going on today in front of their face. So people want to fight. My main thing, I told the Father before I even went through my redemption, my spiritual way, I told him, Father, and I cried to him. I said, if you bring me to the truth, I'll put the truth in songs and writing and give it to the world. It's up to the world to accept it or reject it. And when I first started, it felt heavy on my heart because my people, I was in Atlanta on the train when the Spirit got me up to start speaking to the people. My spirit felt hurt and hardened, not hardened, but hurt for the people. But then you know what the Spirit came back and said to me? What I said in the beginning. You said if I bring you to the truth, you put truth in songs right and give it to the world. Right then, I'm good. As long as I'm doing my work, I know I'm a watchman. When the Father gives a watchman the work to do, you'll find in Ezekiel chapter 3 and also Ezekiel chapter 33. When he gives the watchman the work, it's up to the people to hear or to forbear. Their choice. Deuteronomy 30. All he told the people to do what? Turn back to him. But in this day, Esau has set it up where he's in charge. This is where you go to Genesis chapter 27. He said when Isaac told Esau, when thou hast broken the yoke off thy neck and hast gained the dominion. People don't realize the dominion is the earth. He has the dominion of the earth. See, but yet still, it is said that the elder should serve the younger. So, out of everything that's being said, it's self-explanatory.
Well, let me ask you a question. Okay. With the indexing and y'all saying y'all getting out of Babylon, right? Y'all getting out of the corporate system or whatever. Y'all getting out of the matrix.
Well, let's say this. Let's put it like this. In Zephaniah, or it says, come out from among her, right? When it says come out from among her, a lot of people think it's just separating, or just getting out, or just leaving the land. But when you come out from among her, you have to completely separate yourself from her totally. When you're a part of something, I don't care, let's just say, well, I don't use that analogy because that's something that's still corporate. When you're a part of something, you're a part of it. But when you totally separate yourself from it, you're not a part of it. That's the reason why I was just telling you earlier about paperwork. A lot of us don't understand paperwork, but I tell you what, you go by your birth certificate that you got, that's paperwork. You go by that social security number you got, that's paperwork. Matter of fact, if you lose your ID, what you gotta do? You gotta go downtown to get paperwork to get your information back so you can do business.
Yeah, because I am in captivity.
I'm
in Rome.
And
because
because
we don't keep. That's why.
Yeah, you good. But that's understandable. Yes, you are. But the point is, a lot of us can't believe because our mind is so caught up to where we are. And this is why I only said 144,000 of Israel. Because a lot of people ain't going to be able to make that step out. I'm not saying that you is or not. I'm just saying in general.
So, basically, is it 1 John saying be in the world world, but not of it, really is what I live by.
Exactly. And that's exactly what's going on. We in the world now, but we're not
cannot
of the
be
world.
Of it, right.
Yeah, of the world is being a part of that system. But you're still here.
Exactly.
We still here. We got to live.
Yeah, and they recognize that.
And until, I would love to have a whole row, a whole stage of people that's been indexed to give you their testimony. Because a lot of times it takes more than one person to share the information. Because one person or two person, we'll let a whole group of people sit up here and tell you, oh man, this and that happened. I just got to tell you about a sister that don't want me to tell who she is, what happened with her, when she got indexed compared to her going to do the paperwork herself. When she got indexed, she good. But people don't hear that. And I got brothers that I love. I got brothers that I love. The place that we went to called, I'm going ahead and say it, Shalom. Before I had this juice taste the floor, I did audio there, sharing about what we could and should do. And their mind is still stuck in Babylon. They glorify in Babylon. They glorify it. Oh, but we got to accept our punishment. We've been accepting our punishment for 400 plus many years before then. People don't want to leave. They love Babylon. They can't see themselves on the outside of it. That's their choice. Bro, there's a lot of people love Babylon, bro.
Not in here, though.
I can't say that. I'm just saying in general. I put it like this. It's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there love Babylon. But I'm just sis. Yeah, because I before we go, I want to bring my daughter-in-law. You want to share it? You sure? You do? Good. Quick question, Tasha, because she has something that she really needs to share with everybody. Because there's a vision she got last week.
Do you want to keep that on live then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
The question was, because Brother Solomon, we were talking about, y'all going back and forth about being here in captivity. How will the Creator bring us out?
Good question.
How will we leave?
What Tasha just asked the brother, please take the mic, bro, because I like to hear this myself. Tasha, my sister just asked the brother who was just talking to me, she just asked him, how are we to leave out of Babylon? I think I asked that question as well, but I'm listening. I can't hear you, bro.
I said, I'm going to quote scripture. I'm not going to give
please do. I've been giving scripture most of the night, but I'm listening.
Indeed.